So I'm at Bahama Bay Resort and I've been here for almost 12 days. And I'm going to be packing up today and I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. But before I leave, I want to show you this place. This was so reasonable. I haven't done anything like this before. I decided earlier than coming to Florida that I wanted to spend a good amount of time here and really experience all there was to offer. And this allowed it to happen because the price was completely reasonable. Wait until you see what I've had. It's been really great. Okay, so I've taken the camera off me and I'm standing in my front entryway. So as I come in every day, I have a code that I use to open the door. And then artwork on the wall, a table. There's so much to see here, y'all. It's kind of crazy. I originally thought when I first came in here almost 2 weeks ago that I was going to get a parking pass, but instead I had to go to the main lobby. So there's a map here, and it turns out that this unit is actually really close to the main lobby. Now there's two things to know. You can get this place and other places in this resort by either going to vacasa.com or Vrbo. I went through Vrbo and I'm going to explain why in a moment, but artwork on the wall, artwork on the wall. As I turn right, there is a laundry room just down the way, but let me just show you everything. So you get a closet right here, and it comes with stuff in it already. So basically, if you want to do any sort of sporting activities, I mean, those are a little old-fashioned, let's be clear. Pool noodles smell a little funky, I'm going to be honest, but I haven't used any of them. But if you wanted to, they are for use in some of the, I think, 3 pools and 1 splash pad around the resort. So I'm going to close that. You could put coats in there if you wanted later on in the year, or long hanging things. This isn't a closet. This is a space for, I believe, the air conditioning or heating unit. So yeah, basically this just houses that. However, there would be storage underneath if you ever needed it. But this place is big enough that you probably don't need that. Now, as you come in here, you have a washer dryer room, which is lovely. You get towels. Those over there were provided. I haven't used either of them. And then you get a laundry basket. Some of my clothes are up there and I'm going to do some laundry today. What you don't get is you don't get any detergent or fabric softener or anything of that sort. So I did have to go out and purchase the things that you see on top of this dryer. And that's my I'm going to the pool bag. So yeah, as you turn around here, there were a few things that I thought were a little interesting. Here's the hot water heater. And I did tell the owner about this. There's some standing water in here. So it is getting a little higher in my opinion, but it's not overflowing. So they might want to pay attention to that. But you get cleaning products in here, or not products, but you get cleaning supplies, things to clean with. So dustpans, of which there are numerous, and 2 buckets. And it looks like a vacuum, an ironing board, the iron, things you would traditionally get, if you were going to be staying in a hotel room. The ironing board and the iron as always. But further supplies for cleaning up and cleaning around if you would ever need them. Okay, so back to the other business in hand. So I have this big, ornate, really ornate table and chair set with the padded cushions. I haven't used it because I just thought it was so fancy. I'm just going to leave it as it is, just like that. I've been eating in other areas because there's other locations in which you can eat. So I have left this as is, but it is absolutely lovely, and it is already pre-made as you come into the main entryway. You just see this upon entry. And then there's the lamp above the way, and the ceilings that go up. I don't know. I want to say maybe they're 10-foot ceilings-ish. As you turn to the left of the table, you come, hi, it's me. You come into what will be the guest bath for the second bedroom that is attached to a bedroom that I will show you in just a moment. But you get the sconce lighting, and they do provide some of these cleansing bars. I haven't used this bathroom, so I'll just put that like that. And then they do try to artfully arrange the towels. I believe, based on my having been here for a while and seeing kind of the stuff that's in the cabinets and whatnot, you have a cabinetry underneath. This used to be owned by Wyndham Vacations and then I guess was sold. But you get hair dryer and a roll-up mat. So I'm just going to leave that roll-up mat right in there because I haven't used it. Whoops. Got to close one before the other. So let's do it that way. 1, 2. You know, a little trash can, and then they do this sanitize thing. Now, you will notice that there is no roll of toilet paper. That's because I had to take it. They didn't provide enough toilet paper, so I actually had to go to that main lobby again and ask for more, because I had used up basically everything that was in the unit. There were only 3 rolls provided, and I've looked all around for more. There's a little stand in the corner here, that, once again, with the really ornate furnishings here. And you have to look at some of these little things. I mean, if you're just in here and you're like, oh, you got this little thing, what's this little thing? And it opens up, and you know, it's like you could keep a ring or something in there. Here's a closet inside the bathroom that contains a few towels, all white, and then some extra space up above if you wanted to store something more. So let's turn this around. Here we go. So we have a shower. This again is the second shower. However, couple nice things about this shower are you have a little ledge back there that you could keep some products. You have a towel rack back there, which I think is a little bit interesting. And then you have this. Technically, you could open this up and look straight out the front entryway. What? Except, great news. It's frosted. Because can you imagine being in the shower? So that's a nice touch. You get some daylight in your shower, which I think is really refreshing. I just have to comment on that. I'm gonna open that up again. I just think that's really cool. You get that natural daylight. Wake you up in the morning. Love the double shower head as an extra in the second bath. And there's some grips on the bottom of the tub. I think this would be mostly for standing. So when I close the curtain and I turn just to my immediate right, there are actually 2 entryways to this bathroom, and the other one takes you into the bedroom. So this is the second bedroom, and I wouldn't say it's necessarily themed. I mean, the bedding is matching and it coordinates, but the rest of the theme is kind of all Animal Kingdom, I think, that they've tried to do here. You have a nightstand and a lamp, and then you have this wood artwork on the wall, which is very nice. And then over here you have like collages of pictures, I think kind of with the Animal Kingdom theme in mind. And you have a little space over there, which could be really good for, you know, suitcases and any kind of bigger items that you may have. That globe on a stand could be moved, but it's also really cool to just look at. Animal Kingdom, again, with the picture collages. And then you have the beds that have been made up here. Now, as you turn around, you get another mirror. So hi again. And you have the chest of drawers underneath, and then they're all empty. So you would have quite a bit of storage space. Here, let's just open up one of the drawers. Yep, empty and clean, so that's good. Little garbage can there on the right, and then way high up in the air is where this TV is located in this room. So there is a TV in this room. Now let's bring it down. We have a few just little standing figurines. I'm just going to leave them, but I do think they're nice. And then closet. Now, in the closet, you already have stuff that's kind of been preloaded for you. Not entirely sure what that is. I think it's a cot that if you had an extra person, let's say you had 5 people that you wanted to sleep, you got a cot, you got a stroller, you've got various hangers, blankets, more sheets. I looked at what those were before. I think they're mattress protectors. Brand new if you needed them. New pillows, some comforters, some more blankets, and then a bin of I don't know what, and I'm not going to check. But if you wanted to, you could. So they come kind of fully stocked. Oh, and then I think that's like just a baby toy over there. Okay, so I've left the bedroom and I've come back here to show you that if you walk down and you turn right, now you're coming into the kitchen. So I've been living here for about 2 weeks, so I will show you what normally comes with the unit, which is most of it, and the stuff that's mine obviously wouldn't come with the unit. But most of this belongs to the unit, so here we go. There's a basket here with a guest book that I haven't signed yet, but I plan to. And then in this folder is some information about what you can expect about the stay and what you need to do coming in, what you need to do going out. And then more artwork on the wall, a little planter with some fake flowers there, but it's nice. I like the ledge This is where I've been doing most of my eating, if I'm being honest, either here or out on the patio, which I'll show you in a moment. Double bay sink. There is a garbage disposal. It does a little bit of a noise when you turn it on. Not like a noise, but it like does a kunk, 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 kunk sound. Listen. The one time I try to do it, it doesn't do it. Never mind. So it's working fine. Underneath here, you have some dishwasher detergent, some sponges, and then empty space that you can do what you'd like with. But yeah, you can see that garbage disposal underneath there. Black plastic Whirlpool dishwasher, which I have been putting my dishes in. I think that they ask you to run your load of dishes before you leave the unit, which I will do. You actually get like a junk drawer that basically already has some stuff in it. Tape, first aid kit, screwdriver, glue, extra pennies, sewing, you name it. Underneath here is a safe and some disinfectant spray if you need it. So if you need a safe or something, there's a little safe in the kitchen. Over here, you have the hot water kettle. And I've noticed that I'm pretty sure that the owners of this unit are Canadian. I'll give you a few reasons why in a moment. But I love that this is in liters. I don't know if you can see that. 0.8 liters, 1.0 liters. So all the water in liters, which I thought was kind of cool. It's like, oh, look at that. Fancy. On this tray, which I will rearrange, I've just been keeping some of my own stuff, but what came with the unit was this lemon holder, tomato holder, and then the 4 plastic cups. Also, that cutting board came with the unit, as well as these faux flower arrangements. The clock on the wall does not work, but that's okay. It's just there. And then some things that I brought. You do get the coffee maker with the unit. You do get the toaster with the unit. You get the cutlery block, which is behind my water that I've been using, as well as all of these utensils in this big red bowl. So here is your stovetop, white, not a double bay or anything like that, very traditional with the wipe clean stovetop. And then the white microwave, which I've also been using quite a bit of as well. Now, this is something I noticed when I first came in, and they've just been lining the racks of the toaster oven with some aluminum foil, and then that's considered clean and then mostly reusable. It's a convection oven / toaster oven, and I had used that on the first day, and then I was like, you know what I really want is just the toaster, and I just used the toaster from there on out. Okay, in here are a lot of linens, all right? Hot pads, things like that. Then underneath here, we have like a panini press or a grill. It looks like a George Foreman grill, and some things to cook with. So you wouldn't need to bring cooking supplies if you were wanting to actually cook in the unit. I didn't show you what was over here, but 2 drawers full of utensils. Both of these drawers, 1 and 2. So that's kind of amazing. So close those up. Over here, we have more. So can openers, measuring spoons, serving, wine openers, that kind of good stuff. Down here, we have strainers and other sorts of plasticware. Measuring cups, I think I noticed. Here's pitchers, can openers, crock pots, baking, like Corex, salad spinners, rice makers, well, you name it, all sorts of stuff. I even think there's a little thing for whipping up some smoothies in the back there. Garbage can on the floor, and then here is some artwork on the wall of some butterflies. And then up at top, we just have a few things, plates that have been artfully used to spice up the place. A boombox is on top of the fridge. Now in front of it, I've placed some of my bags that I've been using along the way. So there's that. And then here's a couple things. So the liters, and then there's our little Elmo Canada, just kind of like, what could this possibly be? I think they might be Canadian. And then there was going to be one other reason that I'll tell you in just a bit. But the freezer and fridge combo, totally useful, and everything here worked. Cubed, water, filtered, all good stuff. There is in what I would imagine to be a pantry in the kitchen. It's got barbecue stuff for barbecuing. It's got a step ladder. Looks like it's got a cooler that you could use. Salt and pepper, a little bit of tea, some extra cups, and plenty of space if you just wanted to move some stuff around and use this as a pantry. So anyway, as you can see, there is so much going on this. I'm just going to take a quick pause because I didn't even realize how much time I'd already taken up by giving you just half of this resort rooms tour. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, completely fully stocked. Almost more than is necessary, I would even argue. But if I had many more members of my family here with me, then I could see maybe some of these things being a little bit more useful. But seeing as I have so few traveling with me, it makes it that there's so much. But back to what I was saying at the very beginning, and that was you could either get this through Vacasa, which is the manager of the property. And so all of the units in here are managed by the Vacasa company. But I found that I believe they charge a little more, not too much more, like maybe $10 to $30, maybe $50 on average. Per night more for the units that they have. And the one key difference that I found was that you would not have access to the fitness room. There might be some other differences, but I'm not entirely sure what those are. This, I believe, is owned by somebody that may have, and I'm just guessing, purchased it when it was owned by a different company, and that was Wyndham. So this used to be a Wyndham resort. And the reason I know that is because, and I don't think I showed you this, in the kitchen over here, up in the cabinet, there was a Bahama Bay Resort. And the reason I came to that conclusion was because it's set up there, Wyndham Vacation Rentals, Bahama Bay Resort. So you also had your glasses and filters and all that kind of good stuff. And this is like where all your glasses and ceramics and things like that are located in these upper cabinets, which I didn't show you before. So as I was saying, you can also go through Vrbo, VRBO.com, and then if the unit is owned by somebody and they will rent it out, I guess their stipulations can be different. I believe that the person or people who own this one want you to stay at least a week or more. But it seems to me that there's been more of a turnover in some of the Vacasa ones, but I could be wrong. Having said that, it was a cheaper price point, and for what you get, completely amazing. So back to it. So this is the living room, and you get these sort of like suede leather couches. They're all recliners, super comfy. I have spent some time over there. I will readjust the pillow because there are two. One goes over there, but then there's those like little back things to kind of save the furniture, I believe. So I've been keeping that on there because, you know, it's somebody's property and I try to keep it in good condition. You get this stand in front of you. There's games and puzzles underneath, as you can see. And then if you open up this, I don't know if there's anything in here, there may not be. Actually, there is. Look at that. Looks like we've got some comics and maybe some placemats. Who knows? There's always something here. Kind of amazing. Some baskets and then some coasters are on this table. I've used the coasters a few times and then I just put them back. Another reclining set there. And then a lot of these things remind me of like some ornate stuff from like the 80s. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think this has an 80s vibe, a 90s vibe, a 70s vibe? What vibe is this? It's a really eclectic vibe. How's that? Cabinetry here that houses the main television unit, which I think I read it. I haven't turned it on while I've been here, but you have to like turn on a sound bar first, and they have an LG, and they've got a Sony down there. So yeah. And then you have like your sound up there. So this is like a whole entertainment unit. I keep using the word ornate, but I really feel like that's a lot of what's in this, with all of the details in the woodwork and then the almost tapestry covered, really very fancy pants. Having said that, I'm going to turn just a bit here and show you from what will be the patio area, what you're looking at as you are from this angle. So you have like a breakfast bar area, and I've been using that quite a bit. That's where I like eat and work and do all sorts of things. I find that space to be the most convenient for me. In terms of my comings and goings, I find myself settling there. So you get 2 chairs over there on the left. Here, I'll show you 2 chairs with backs, and then you get 2 stools just here. And I feel like these are diner stools. I don't know. It's a really eclectic hodgepodge mix of everything here in this unit. I don't know, I kind of like it. Almost makes it a little homey in that regard. Somebody's idea of, you know, cool stuff. I like it. So basically I just turned around almost in spot, and what you're gonna see here is the patio, but just these little touches, like they've got the little plastic decals and these Bahama Bay Resorts. You can't get these. I thought, oh, I'll go get a souvenir, I'll get one of my own. And I went, and they didn't even have these. So yeah, let's go out into the patio. I have rearranged some of the stuff on the patio because I felt like a lot of it was cluttered when I came here. I was like, it's too cluttered. So I picked up a lot of these chairs that you see here, and I moved them over here and I just stacked them. But you could have just so many people. What do the count? 4, 5, 6, 7. You have like 8 people lounging out here on this patio, and this patio is big, and it's all screened in, and it's got a roof. Look. So it keeps you out of the sun, but it gives you some outdoor energy. It's really nice. So there's your fan. It's going at all times. You can turn on a light so if you were here in the evening. And then there's like this little galleyway that just goes down and has just enough room for a chair. So I moved that one over there because I felt like it was so cluttered. So I put that one down there, and I actually sat there at one point and thought that was kind of fun to look out and around. And then you have some gardening that's done by the property managers. And then this is like my backyard. I think it's completely awesome. And I love waking up to the sound of kids splashing in the splash pad over there. So the splash pad is really, really close. And it's one of the water themed units here at this resort. I have caught some amazing sunsets. And if you just go down the hill, at the bottom of that hill is a little lake area. So that signpost that's in the middle that you can see there is basically warning you of alligators and snakes and all that. But yeah, it's fenced in, not fenced in, excuse me. Screened it. Thank you. It's got screens. And then over here, you have these standing units where, you know, you could store some things, outdoor items if you wanted to, in these storage units. So there's a little table there that I put to the corner. But yeah, all in all, a really expansive resort property. And now I'm going to take you to the final 2 spots in this video. And that is the master bedroom / master bath. So just off the kitchen dining room area and at an angle is the entryway. As you can see, I step back, it's at an angle, to the master bedroom, which has a king size bed, and it had 4 pillows, and I brought some of my own pillowcases. I like to travel with my own pillowcases. And then you have a nightstand with these pineapple themed lamps. I make my bed every day. That's just a thing I do. I like having that. What I noticed was there's no dust ruffle though on the bottom. So basically you can just see the box springs underneath, but it's fine. And the sheets were clean. I checked and double checked and triple checked when I first came in. Another nightstand on the other side. So you have 2 nightstands, and then I've got my poo sleeper because I love poo. That's just something I brought with me, or actually I bought along the way. Some artwork on the wall. And then this is obviously a window with the blinds, but when you open the blinds, you basically have a view of many, many air conditioning units, and then some shrubbery that goes around, and a sidewalk that will lead you up the way to the splash pad and to the main building. So I like to keep this one closed because this is a ground level unit. And I don't need everybody looking in here, especially at nighttime, because I did go outside at nighttime to see. And yeah, it's like being in a fishbowl. So you're going to want to keep those closed at night, especially on the ground level, so people don't see into your master bedroom main quarters. Here is another, hold on, I can do this. Give me a moment. It's a little patio that I was just able to open up right off the master bedroom. And it's another screened in porch area. So it has a light and a chair and just a little area here to sit and relax right off the master bedroom. And it gives you an even closer, you can hear the sounds and the glee and the delight of the little kids running through the splash pad area. So here again, you get another humongo chest of drawers. Again, very, the same word, ornate, with all of the detailing in the wood. And then I've just placed some things on top. Many of these things are my own, but the things that are not are like this bicycle and this little basket. And then those like reed brushes. And hi, it's me again. Yeah, and I made that, so I'm proud of that. I did that at a little painting tutorial. And again, with the ornate chairs, I keep my bag on that chair. I didn't find any hooks, so I've just been hanging some things from there. And then once again, way up high is that TV on the wall. So then there's a closet right next to the chair that I just opened up the door to. And as you come in, it's almost a walk-in. I mean, it is a walk-in. I can walk in. So if you can walk in, it's a walk-in. And we've got more sheets and towels and all this kind of and pillows. And then you have like a high chair and a booster seat and more Graco stuff. And then in the back corner are some decorations for Christmas. So if you're going to stay here over the holidays. And finally, we come to, believe it or not, one of the main reasons I actually booked this unit. The standalone tub. I love standalone tubs. And you don't always get them. You get those shower tub combos, and I don't want that. I want a standalone tub. When I saw this unit at the right price and a standalone tub, I said to myself, that's good, that's it. That's what I want. I want a standalone tub. So you get a lot of towels. This is all white. It's not a jacuzzi, even though it's jacuzzi brand. There are no jets, as you can see around the way. So towel rack, you have the same basic design in most of these units from what I've noticed between the two companies that I do know sell or rent these units. The shower is glass, but then you get the squeegee right there that you can use to wipe it down. You have the double shower head, you know, the one that's handheld and the one that's stationary. And so there's that. And you turn around and you get a double base sink. And then underneath is the same as what you would have seen before. There would be like a hair dryer, for example, and not much more. Over here is actually a medicine cabinet. Hey! And then I've been keeping a few things in there. Oops, I'll just put that right back where it was. I have to pack that stuff up. And oh, I forgot to mention, you do get like these that came with the unit. I'll probably just leave those for the next person though. So I'll be packing up most of the stuff that's here. Hello. And the two sconce lights up on the wall there above the mirror. And over here is your toilet with some artwork. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that there is a behind the door situation. So behind the door is a closet for linens and towels and any kind of bath products that you may need. So I have a few bags in here myself that I'll be taking with me. But all in all, oh, you have a plunger down there if you needed a plunger. You have these towels that are provided in the unit for you to use while you are here. There's a hook on the back of the door. And then, yeah, so this is the main bathroom off of the master. And into the master bedroom we go again. So here I am just out my front entryway, and as you can see, I have a little ground floor walkout, and then it's straight over to the vehicles, which would be parked right over here outside. So they're not covered. And then a worker going by in his golf cart. But the buildings look like this, and so you could have a unit on a second or third floor level. And I noticed that they didn't have elevators, so there is that. If you were going to have like the unit above mine or whatever, you would have to climb, you know, various sets of stairs. And I have heard people above me, so I do know that there are people that are climbing the stairs. And then the units are numbered. So this is unit number 31 or building number 31. And I do have some raccoon friends that I've noticed at night that come out because of the trash cans, but I just think they're my friends. I think they're kind of adorable. I don't know if you like raccoons or not, but I think they're totes adorable. So over here we have these completely amazing palm trees, not pine trees. Aren't those gorgeous? And we turn around and we see the front entryway to the unit, which was 1001. And that's it, folks. So it's a 30-minute video on this property because there is so much to see. I could show you other areas of this resort. It is gated, so when you come in, you do need to like show that you're staying at the resort, and then they'll open and close the gates for you to come in. So it is a gated resort. And then you have to display a parking pass. Oh, did I display that? I might have forgotten to display that. Maybe I'll go display that right now. I've been displaying it every day except for today, so I'll go put that up right away so I don't get in trouble for that. But all in all, it has been a nice stay. I really enjoyed it. The price was absolutely phenomenal. It allowed me to stay much longer in Florida than I would, say, for example, on some of the big name vacation properties. Those are way more expensive. I know, because I try staying there as well. So as a non-Disney, non-Universal vacation resort, I was genuinely pleased. Overall, I felt safe. My family feels safe. And I feel like this is a really great place if you are looking for an extended stay vacation rental. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Ask any questions in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them.